The transition from 5th to 6th grade is exciting and can be a bit overwhelming. I'm Beth Snyder, coordinator for Kyrene's Gifted and Talented program. In this presentation, families will learn about Kyrene's middle school GATE program, how the model was designed, the placement criteria, and the structure of course offerings. In addition, I will share some perspectives for unlocking gifted potential and tips for a more seamless transition from elementary school to middle school. GATE courses are for bright, accelerated, creative, and unique thinkers. It is important that we distinguish the difference between gifted students and talented students. To be clear, this practice is controversial because no two children are alike, and a list of characteristics can be inaccurate when describing a gifted child. The purpose here is to provide perspective around the traits that help us better serve a specific population of students. We often distinguish the gifted from talented by highlighting the innate ability that is often unexplainable and different. Talented students are usually defined as the overachievers and hard workers, not necessarily the brilliant mind in the room, but the balanced producer. There are multiple pathways to GATE courses. Gifted students will automatically be placed in the GATE course that corresponds with their area of giftedness. A talented student who demonstrates academic proficiency through grades, standardized assessments, as well as shows strengths in reading and writing will also be considered for GATE placement. This course sequence represents the progression a student will move through in regular or GATE coursework. Notice that a student on a regular or typical path will advance one grade level each year. The GATE student has opportunities for acceleration in math and advancement in other core subjects. Students placed in GATE ELA are typically placed in GATE Social Studies and GATE Science because strength in reading and writing are indicators for their success. Math courses have a clear progression because the standards are linear and unique to the course. Students in a regular Math 5 course will move to Math 6. Most 5th grade students who complete the 5B6 Compact Math course will move to Math 7. There are a small number of students who demonstrate a level of proficiency that opens the possibility of placement in GATE Math 8. All GATE courses were designed using National Gifted Standards and Arizona State Standards. The theme of each course is focused on depth and breadth of knowledge, complex problems and investigations, interdisciplinary connections, and opportunities for student interest and independent learning. Dr. Sandra Kaplan, USC professor and well-known gifted expert, reminds educators and families that just because a child is gifted doesn't mean they're successful or using their gifts. Being gifted doesn't mean you're good at or know everything. Gifted students often understand that they're gifted, but don't necessarily know what that means or how to grow their own potential. It is important we help students recognize their strengths with accuracy and not arrogance, and teach them the art of circling back, thinking critically about what they already know to avoid common statements like, "I already know this and I'm bored." When a student can find something new in the old, improve, explore, and recreate, they will learn to self-soothe and regulate their own learning pace. In today's world, students are not just expected to perform well on standardized assessments. Society is counting on our children to be the leaders and problem solvers of tomorrow. As adults, we must recognize the value of our children contributing, making a difference in their communities, helping them form habits of service. Not only is this a more fulfilling way to live life, it will also open opportunities in higher education. I know firsthand that college admission is not just looking about GPAs. Students whose accomplishments include acts of service and community involvement are much more likely to be accepted in a college they prefer over someone who's only focused on grades. We can help our students unlock their potential by encouraging them to be collaborative workers, critical thinkers, quality producers, effective communicators, competent researchers, and focused on the habits of a scholar, being curious, taking risks, and considering multiple perspectives that help them persevere in their education. As a former sixth grade teacher, I know firsthand the challenges families face in the transition to middle school. In fact, not only did I move from being a fifth grade to sixth grade teacher, I'm the parent of a gifted son and a talented daughter. So my tips are from teaching and personal experience. My best advice is tip number one: help your child prepare for this transition by writing down all of their questions and worries and find someone who can help address them. This person could be a middle school teacher or even your current fifth grade teacher. Find someone that can help you with the questions you have and the concerns. The second tip is to get and stay organized. Use a weekly planner and learn to prioritize your work. Some assignments will be due tomorrow and others in 2 weeks. Don't wait until the day before to start working. Tip number 3, get involved. It's important to engage with your teachers and peers. If you're shy, start small, but force yourself to speak up and connect in your community. If you have the option to join a club or a team after school, it's a great way to make connections. My last tip is simply to breathe. This might sound strange, but our minds are powerful and can allow us to worry unnecessarily. Focusing on our breath can help us calm our minds and our thoughts in moments of stress. Take 5 deep breaths, holding in for a few seconds at a time and slowly releasing. With practice, this can help calm a worried mind. In closing, this is an exciting time of growth and new beginnings. It will be great. Welcome to middle school, and thank you for choosing Kyrene.